about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 in the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First time with Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Check 31, check 31. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 2nd and 9, Lance.
Oh.
This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
No, come on, man. Wow.
Let's see who this is on.
That was out of control.
The ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 20. Check Mike 21. Squeeze, double. Alert 3.
Throwing now is Lance.
I ain't whining. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete
all the way down the field,
zone, but contact and pass interference.
And
all the way down the field.
Ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Again, it's Harris. And across the chalk into the end zone.
Man, I gave it to him 2-3 times. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken.
I ain't never seen so many holding calls on one fucking play. One drive.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. He's down to the 2-yard line. Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
All right.
Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
These two teams all tied after one. On first and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now play fake. Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 33. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll drop the throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Oh, come on.
A 40-yard punt given 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll get this off to Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Lance now on first down. This one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the slant. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Come on. You better win. Yellow. 97's the mic.
To throw again on second down. Lance buying time to his left. Looking deep for Hilton.
Hey.
Effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Throwing his Lance on third down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead.
In my west side, tied it on my chest.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down.
Ah,
They
some
say he
pass
was out of
interference,
bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Big stop, let's go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check 52.
Lance looking to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that one will be accepted. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll look to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Yeah, cover 2 like that.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start the drive with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris.
Oh my goodness,
We're
he's
free
back there.
from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. He's going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, QB, come on. Green check. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense. Check nickel.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. There he goes, left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. yards. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 5. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Taylor. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. Good job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy,
Lots of community members here on the streets echoing that last point.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call. So out comes the
that was a cold catch, bro. That was a cold one right there. I didn't call that a
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. Oh, design run for their wideout. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run here with Taylor.
Oh, come on.
Backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And
face mask.
Down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get them a first down.
Yep.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance.
No, you go. Give me that your third one, my nigga.
What that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Wow. Man, what do I do? Take this thing out.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Coming to you. Coming to you. Mike 52. Mike 52. Silver.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance.
Wow.
And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Horrible, my boy.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And
Oh, wow.
down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. And that is caught.
The boy's so slick.
A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McCann for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second and 8.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch. Check out read.
On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
52, Mike 52. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Lance. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From midfield, here's Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Yo, they wouldn't let me come on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Harris. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They're going for it. This is Harris.
Come on, man. He ran through the whole fucking squid knot. Wow.
He's been tough for this defense
Sorry,
to
man.
handle over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Lance now on 1st down.
Oh my goodness. I'm just so tardy.
Short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Come get some. Come get some. He don't want it. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Oh, he Quiddy Pay. Yeah, you almost tried to pick it, boy.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
Oh.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
GG, my man, GG.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
One, two, three, 36. Back shoulder throw. Beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, wee. That boy went up. Coders. Good. Bengals, you next. And we out.